Hello everyone, welcome back to Truth and Time. Today, we dive into one of humanity's most extraordinary stories, how a tiny accident in a messy lab ended up saving over 200 million lives. This is the story of penicillin. A London lab, September 1928. Alexander Fleming returns from vacation to find something strange growing in one of his petri dishes. It's covered in mold, the kind most scientists would just throw away. But Fleming doesn't. He looks closer. The dish contains colonies of Staphylococcus bacteria, yet, around the mold, the bacteria have vanished, as if something invisible had wiped them clean. That mold, he would soon learn, was Penicillium notatum, the world's first true antibiotic. At first, Fleming doesn't realize what he's stumbled upon. He notes his discovery in his lab book, writing modestly, "The mold seems to release a substance that inhibits bacterial growth." Simple words that would one day rewrite medicine. Fleming tries to extract the active substance from the mold, what he calls penicillin. But it's unstable, weak, and vanishes quickly. He manages to demonstrate its effect on some bacteria, but not on living humans. And so, for nearly a decade, penicillin remains forgotten. Then comes the late 1930s. Another team, Howard Florey, Ernst Chain, and Norman Heatley at Oxford University, rediscovers Fleming's paper. They wonder, could this forgotten mold actually save lives? Their experiments begin in secret. Britain is entering World War II. And resources are scarce. They grow penicillin in every container they can find. Milk bottles, bedpans, even bathtubs. Slowly, drop by drop, they collect enough to test on a living being. Their first subject, a policeman dying from a severe infection. They inject him with penicillin. Within 24 hours, his fever drops. His condition improves. But then, they run out. They had so little penicillin that they even tried extracting it from his urine to reuse it. Despite their efforts, the man dies. But the proof was undeniable. Penicillin worked. Florey and Chain now know they're onto something world-changing. But they face a problem: how to mass-produce it. Oxford's labs are too small. So, in 1941, Florey flies to the United States carrying a small vial of Penicillium mold hidden in his coat. It needs help. American pharmaceutical companies, including Pfizer, take up the challenge. They experiment with deep fermentation methods, using corn-steeped liquor to grow the mold more efficiently. It works. Production skyrockets. By today, 1944, Allied forces are supplied with enough penicillin to treat every wounded soldier. Infection rates that once claimed thousands of lives plummet. It's not the weapons that win wars. It's the science that saves lives. After the war, penicillin becomes available to civilians. Suddenly, diseases that once killed pneumonia, syphilis, septic wounds, are treatable. Hospitals that were once filled with hopeless cases begin to see recoveries. Alexander Fleming becomes a global hero. He receives the Nobel Prize in 1945, sharing it with Florey and Chain. But Fleming, humble as ever, warns, the misuse of penicillin will one day make bacteria resistant. And he was right. In the decades that follow, penicillin saves millions, but also faces overuse. Bacteria adapt, evolve, and fight back. The same discovery that saved humanity now faces a new challenge: antibiotic resistance, a reminder that even miracles have limits. Today, scientists still study penicillin's legacy. Its discovery inspired the creation of hundreds of antibiotics. It transformed surgery, childbirth, and modern medicine. And it all began with a forgotten petri dish and a curious mind. The story of penicillin isn't just about science. It's about luck, perseverance, and the courage to look closer when others would look away. It's proof that sometimes the greatest discoveries don't come from plans. They come from accidents, seen by people who pay attention. Closing narration. If this story fascinated you, hit that like button, subscribe to Truth and Time, and turn on notifications, because every week we uncover the moments that changed history forever. Until next time, stay curious.